Day one, Formula Drift Seattle, round 6, and we are ready to rip. We got our fresh motor in, we got it all rebuilt thanks to Boost Logic and the guys down there, getting it all dialed in, getting us back on the track. And so our biggest thing is that, you know, we want to make up some ground, make up some points, because we fell from 3rd to 4th, and we don't want that to happen anymore. So we're trying to get back up into that top 3. We got 3 rounds left in order to do so, and I really do feel like that we can do it. You know, the car is definitely feeling very much on point. It always has. We just had those engine issues in the last round. So we are, you know, getting it dialed in, getting ready, gonna go do some practice laps. We got qualifying later today. There's no pro spec this round, so it's just 2 competition days. I will say that the car is feeling fantastic. You know, thanks to all the guys over there, Heath, Zohair over Boost Logic, and Tim Lynch over at Lynch Mob Racing for getting this thing back together, or getting our engine back together, I should say. And then of course, Taylor, Jimmy, and Andres putting in the time over at Z1 Motorsports to get it back in. We took advantage of having the car over by Z1 Motorsports to utilize their facility to get the engine back in a nice controlled environment. Not doing it at the track. Nobody wants to do that. It's hot now. We don't have a lift. We can do it. It can be done, of course, but it's, you know, it's a little more comfortable. So, and she's looking good. She's running strong. So yeah, we're getting ready to take it back out there. So gonna go fire it up, warm it up, get some practice laps in, dial it in, make some changes, and yeah, go for that qualifying spot.
Into the bank. Good angle from Forsberg. Look at that. You saw him just sticking it to the wall. Really well done. This is textbook. This is what we've seen from all the other drivers now. Let's see how he handles the power rally. Brings it into the second and now the third. Nice fluid transition. It's like he hung on the wall, tightens it up. Very similar line to what we saw from Ryan Turk, and now brings it into that final clip. And there we go. Chris the Force Forsberg and his NOS energy drink. All new Nissan Z. And a 90, so there we go, and look at that, he gets a #1 qualifying position. So a 9-0 for the Force, Chris Forsberg.
We just finished up qualifying, and we got a 90, which is awesome. Definitely our best lap of the day. We're kind of feeling a little iffy in practice. Essentially, the practice lines are super long, so we're trying to dial in, trying to soften up the rev limiter, trying to ease up the stress on the engine on the top end. And I think when we're doing that, we're kind of adjusting the power at the top end too much, and so the car's like, the power was like wow, like wavering instead of just sitting steady, and it was affecting the drive on the bank and a little wiggly, and it was making it very difficult for me to time my exit coming off the big bank. So with all that being said, we just put it back. You know, it's always best to just like progress. If you're having issues, put it back the way it was. We did that, went out for our first qualifying run. We got 90, we're sitting P1 right now. So I don't think it's gonna hold. You know, there's a lot more guys to run, but we're the 5th car out, or no, 4th car out. So we scored higher than, you know, the top 3 guys, so it's definitely a good spot to be in. So we'll see if it's a top 10, maybe even a top 5 overall, but we'll wait. But at this point, the car's ripping, doing absolutely fantastic. Guys are doing great, and yeah, so just kind of wait and see where we land. Day two.
Two.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So we finished up third overall. We're holding first for a minute, but then we got bumped down to third overall, which is awesome. It's a great qualifying position for us. The bracket looks great. That's what really matters. It is, you know, we do get an extra point or so for the high qualifying position, but it's not like it used to be. They're not giving out a lot of points for those top spots. But it is a little incentive to push to get a top qualifying position. And so being in third, we're the beginning of the bottom right bracket. So after practice, we will have about an hour and a half of a break before we go out for our battle. We have Jonathan Hurst. Again, a little rematch from St. Louis. So we're gonna get it this time because we got full power.
Powers Chris Forsberg's all-new Z. What is it? What's the engine code? Okay, homeboy's next. You know the engine code in 3, 2, 1. What is it? No. Right there? Okay, VR38 DETT? There you go. Okay, yeah, there we go. Don't get specific. It's bootleg Chris. Look at this. You guys got the same beard. It's serial number 00197. My man's getting real specific. He bought it on December 28th. Just kidding.
Drift, Chris Forsberg, Jonathan Hurst, a rising star here in the Pro Championship. Let's see what we got. The NOS Energy Drink, Nissan Z from Chris Forsberg. Initiates into the bank. Let's see Hurst. You can see him gaining closer, gaining some ground. Big angle there from Chris Forsberg. Get qualifying third. Let's see how he enters the power alley. Into the second outside zone. Into the third. Jonathan Hurst diving in on the inside. Tight to that inside clip. Now transitioning into that final outside zone. See the attitude of Hurst's car is kind of like right there. Forsberg getting right to the side of him, has to back off a little bit. You can see getting closer and closer. Big angle there from Hurst to that second outside zone. Forsberg not being shaken. Now into that third outside zone. Through the power alley goes Jonathan Hurst. Forsberg right there. Let's see how they handle this transition. And gets right to the side of him and brings it on home. Big angle there from Hurst.
Big wall hit from Hurst.
Massive wall smash. Line of left for Forsberg, right for Hurst. And Chris Forsberg gets the win. Forsberg and Jones. Big angle there. Look at the attitude of Forsberg's car. You see it wobble. Oh, Jeff Jones going for it. And there we go. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Round 6 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship. We call this the Throwdown. Third place, found is all new Nissan Z, the NOS Energy Drink Nissan Z with that GTR engine and GT radios on the corner. Three-time champion Chris the Force Forsberg!
Yeah, this is one of my absolute favorite tracks. It's the fastest turn that we have, and it's one of the most technical tracks that we have, and we've been coming here for 15 years. It is so fast, it's so crazy. It was some gnarly battles, and especially as the sun sets, that bank just tightens up so much, and you see everybody wavering coming off the bank, just trying to regain control of the car because it just wants to straighten out when you're trying to slow down and make that tight right. So it was just a wild night, and just want to say congrats to Chelsea and Matt for getting up on the box as well. And I'm just, pumped to be back up here, getting that car back to 100% and bringing home another trophy. So thank you, everybody, and have an awesome night, guys.
Christopher Forsberg, 3rd place. And then all new NOS energy drink, Nissan Z.
So we got a bit of redemption from St. Louis. It was, bittersweet, because you get that cool, redemption story of, down and out, motor's broke, you get knocked out, and then we get it fixed, go to Seattle, end up on the podium. It's just, I wish we had some points from St. Louis, because we'd be sitting second over on the championship right now. But, it's all coulda, woulda, shoulda. You can't look at the past and, what ifs. This is what happened, these are the cards we're dealt, and this is where we are. So we're just super happy to be on the podium, 3rd time of the season out of 6 rounds. So half of the season so far we've been on that box. We got 2 events left, and I do think we can get in that top 3 spot. The championship is pretty much locked up by Matt Field. He's been absolutely ripping it. He's totally on one. You'll see it sometimes where it's like the build-up, right? He was there last year. I don't want to say I didn't think he was going to win it, but it was going to be tough last year. But you could see it all just all the pieces are starting to fall in line for him. And so he's just been taking that momentum and running with it. And he's got that championship lead pretty dialed in right now. It's going to be pretty catastrophic failures on his part to lose the championship at this point. So we're shooting for that 2nd or 3rd place spot, trying to get back in that top 3, trying to get another silver cup. So otherwise, amazing weekend. The team did fantastic. Taylor, Cam, Andres, Highcotter, all of them doing everything we needed to be out on track and just getting that car to be dialed in quickly. Very little practice time on the non-pro spec weekends. It's all very condensed into the 2-day session. We're feeling a little gripped up at the beginning of the weekend. On Friday morning, we made some changes, got the car dialed in, and it was just off and running. And we went to a 3rd place qualifier spot, 3rd place in the event. Pretty awesome finish. And so just really happy with all that. Everyone's doing great. And we got some new shirts coming out. Liz was helping us with getting all of our shirts sold out at the track, which is great. There's a lot of people coming through. The Seattle crowd is amazing. And she did a great job handling everybody and just spending time talking with every one of y'all. So really appreciate you guys that did come by. Those that did not, we have our all new shirt that's on the website right now for pre-sale. I'd be wearing it if I had one, but we have the orders coming in. It's gonna be a limited run. It's our VR38 race motor illustrated into a shirt. So check the link below, go click that, grab one before they run out. See you guys next time.